Hush. Get out of here. I'm sorry, babes. Did she scare you? Dottie being loud, isn't she? Dottie, you need to be quiet. I don't know. Lay down. Lay down. Let's see if I can get this camera to do a little bit better. I'm just kind of having to rig this up. These scoundrels will take and just about empty all of the food out into their box. And part of the time they won't even eat it. I see they're over here pecking around getting it now, but so I can't put a whole lot of food down into the jar anyway. I just kind of fill this thing up and push it toward the middle a little bit. And what they're doing is they're standing up on here and they're literally scratching it out. So I can't have it too full or they're going to throw it everywhere and waste it. But this little one is cleaning up. I have names for a few of them. Whoops, this big one right here. This is a sex link and a black sex link. And I think she's a little bit older than the rest of them. She's a little bully too. And she can just about jump and fly out of this box. So I'm going to have to extend the sides up with cardboard before long. But anyway, her name is Big Sexy. When I first got her, she kept strutting around and sticking a leg out behind her, and I just thought, man, you little sexy thing. So, and she was big, so I just named her Big Sexy. And then this one right here, this is Mocha. She looks like a mocha. I don't know. That's just her name, Mocha. I love her. She's so sweet. She's getting little white feathers on her wings here. So pretty. I love her markings on her face. She's so pretty. So that's Mocha. They've gotten pretty friendly now. Of course, my hand coming down on the box kind of fast. They will scatter, but they know my hand will have treats in it sometimes. Anyway, so she doesn't want to get out of my hand now. I haven't named this one yet. It's really fluffy. And this one right here is, I quit. Y'all crazy things. This one is named Cinnamon. She was not in good shape by the time I got home from town with her. I don't know if she got cold or what, but she was really weak. And I found out that this one and the one that's just like her in the back, that's Hazel. These are, dadgummit, back up, Mocha. She's grabbing their little feet. Anyway, these two are the youngest of all. They, this was the one that was struggling the first night. But anyway, she finally perked up after I was able to give her some stuff. But anyway, so and these are called Cinnamon Queens, is the breed. I've never heard of them, but that's what Tractor Supply had. So I got two Cinnamon Queens. I mean, this one's Cinnamon and the other one Hazel. And then this one that I just showed you, Mocha, and her sister over there in the corner. Those are Starlight, or Star, maybe, I'm not sure, green eggers. I haven't named this one yet that I can remember. Or have I? No, I haven't. So this is Mocha, and Cinnamon, Hazel, Big Sexy. She's so big. And then this one is Fern. And this one and this one, these are Sapphire Gems. I've never had any of these breeds of chickens before. All the ones I had in the past were Buck Orpingtons and Barred Rocks. And some Americanas, or Aracanas. So these breeds here are new to me. They starting to make a mess. I just seemed like I cleaned this water out about an hour ago. Not only do they throw wood chips in it, they'll throw some of these pellets over in here, or the crumbles, and they break down, and sometimes they poop in it. So I'm constantly cleaning that out. Last time I had chickens, which has been a good while ago, probably 15 years ago, 10 or 15 years ago, I didn't keep them in the house. I had a large chicken house, and I had a rabbit cage in there that I was able to keep them in. But since I'm converting the dog pen and that playhouse to what I need, it's not ready for them yet, and it doesn't have electricity, so I can't have a heat lamp out there right now, and not without running an extension cord, and I'm just not going to do that right now. It's not a problem to keep them in here, and in fact, it makes me feel a little bit better knowing they're right here. They're in my bathroom, so it's really convenient. They get checked on a lot because I'm in here in the bathroom. But it does kind of clog up the bathroom and take up a little space. But that's okay. I can sit here on the toilet and watch my little babies. And so far, it's probably a good idea that they're in here because I make a lot of noise in here with, running water, toilet flushing, Dottie coming in and out. So they're getting used to sounds. But they still will jump with a loud, like with Dottie barks, like she did a while ago. They'll jump and run. But the shower doesn't bother them, which is it's good because they'll get used to it. I guess it's kind of like a rain sound. They'll get used to it. Hey now. Y'all quit fighting. I tell you, Cinnamon is a little spitfire. She was the one that was so weak she couldn't stand up. By the time we got home, I don't know if she just really got cold on the way home. I had put them down on the floorboard to keep them away from the air conditioner in the truck. But she couldn't stand or walk, and she was swinging her head around like she was dizzy. And she would fall over on her back and could not walk. Couldn't get back up. But I found out, they were the very, very new to hatching. They still had their little umbilical cord, so she just had not recovered. And so I force fed a little water and egg yolk mixture and some, gave her a little sugar water, and that pepped her up, and she was able to get up and start running around and find the water and the food. So she's doing great now. Now she's kind of a bully. She'll go around and poke people in the eye and yank somebody by their vent. Because she'll go up over to Big Sexy and just ram into her. So look, there you go. See, she's picking on that one. She's picking on my little Fern. That's okay. That means she's got a good fighting spirit. I'm trying to think of a name for this one right here. This one is super fuzzy. This is one of the sapphire gems. They're gonna stay this color pretty much, or kind of maybe be a lavender blue color. But she is so fluffy. The way the feathers are doing, I don't know. She's just really fluffy. So she's probably got maybe a little bit different daddy. I don't know. I don't know how that works. I know they breed certain certain hens with certain roosters to come up with a certain chick. And as long as they stay within that certain hen or rooster, they can come out with the same chick. But when things change up, it comes up with a whole new coloring and egg color and all that stuff. But anyway, she reminds me of something that I saw on, I think it was the Yellow Submarine. There's a character, kind of a little plump character that's always sad. I think that's what that's from. I need to look that up. I need to find out its name and see if it's appropriate for this chick. Because that's, every time I look at it, that's what I think of, is that thing when it was sad and sitting on the record and just going round and round and just super sad. I need to look that up. I've only seen that once, and that's what stuck out in my mind. She's a funny thing. She does not like me picking her up, so I have a hard time catching her. I like to catch them, you know, every day at least, and checking their vents to make sure they don't have pasty butt, which these two did to start with, but that was because these were the very newest that had hatched, I'm pretty sure. So they're the youngest. See, I can't get my hands on that pigeon looking thing. There we go. She's pretty. Dark face on her. She's just so fluffy. It's pretty. But anyway, like I said, I like to catch them every day, and I check their vents, make sure they don't have pasty butt. That one's been doing great. Look at that fluffy booty. Oh my gosh, she's so sweet. All right, there you go. She will run up when my hand comes down like this because she thinks I've got something special. Both of these do. Well, all of them will come running when they realize I'm not trying to pick them up. Dottie loves this one. When she puts her head over in the bin, that's the one that comes to her, and she'll raise up and just like that and look at her. And Dottie is very interested in the chickens. I don't know if she's thinking, chicken nuggets, or if she likes them because they're babies. Now, she loves little kittens, and she's really interested in them, so I wonder if she's just viewing these as little babies. Hope she doesn't decide to hurt them. That's the reason I want her introduced to them super early, and that she knows that they are mine, and that they're babies, and that we have to be easy. And she's sitting out here right off to my left. You may can hear her whining. She's wanting to lean over in the bin. But I'm afraid she's going to pull the bin over, so I don't let her put her paws up on it often. And I have to start shutting the bathroom door because she will slip in here when I'm not in here. And I just don't know what she'll do when I'm not around. So anytime I have to go in the kitchen or when I'm not in here for an extended amount of time, I should keep the door shut. Oh, it would be awful if she decided to eat them. I had that happen with my very first flock years ago. I had gotten them grown, and they were just about ready to lay. And I had a dog at the time that thought she was doing something great. She somehow got it in the door, the pen. She pushed somehow and got through the door. And she killed every last one of them. It was early in the morning, so when I came out to go to work, well, I came out to check on the chickens, and she came running up to me all excited, like she had done something. She was just so excited to see me and was showing me what she had done. Ooh, goodness gracious, big sexy. Anyway, she had killed every one of them, and boy, she got the spanking of her life. She never touched the chickens again. I got a whole new batch, got them raised up and laying again, and she had no interest in the chickens at that point. Because I took her back in the pen, and that's where I punished her, right with the chickens. And Anyway, I just don't want to go through that again. That was pretty heartbreaking. I was going to try to get this one right. There. This bin is quite reflective in the inside. They kept pecking at the sides, and I was wondering, what in the world are y'all doing? But they see the reflection. Ooh, big sexy running. She is so big. She is a big breed, I did read. She's going to be probably larger than those, but she'll probably... Hopefully she'll be protective and not a bully. I did not get a rooster. These are all supposed to be hens or pullets, you know, but that's never guaranteed. So one may turn out to be one, or hopefully no more than one turn out to be a rooster. I don't want a rooster. I've had them before, and I don't mind the crowing. I like to hear a rooster crow, but I also don't like the them breeding with the hens, and they end up, sometimes they get pretty aggressive with them, and they end up taking all the feathers off their back, and then you have to treat that, and I just don't feel like dealing with that. Look at that one over there checking the temperature. Like, is it okay? Is that Fern? Yes, that's Fern. What does it say, Fern? She is reading that thing. I guess she needs glasses. She was so close. Alright, so we're down to this one needs a name, and that one right there needs a name. But I've got to go look up what I was thinking of in that show. See what the name is for it. Oh, quit pulling up. My goodness. You're bad. Back up. Leave my baby alone. Ah. Why are you pulling on the feet? They sure do poop a lot. They get poop all over these boards. Quit. Oh, poop on that. And if I'm in here, I'll try to scrape it off and set it off to the side just to keep them from stepping in it. But you see it's all over the board. Quit. Goodness gracious, y'all. They're like siblings, just fighting away. So one of any of them have eyeballs left, the way they peck at each other. They usually go for the eyeballs, or their vent, or their toes. Look at Big Sexy back there. That's why I named it. She does all this stuff that's so, I don't know, sexy, I guess, for lack of a better word. She's just always grooming and laying down and sticking her legs out like, look at me. She will pretend to, or attempt to take a dust bath even though there's no dust in here. She lays down, she'll kick a hole in all the shavings and just wallow in it. The others, I haven't seen them do that yet. And it's funny because I've got